Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm David.
And we're Where in the World Are We Now? And today we're taking a tour of Ek Balam. It's a Mayan pyramid ruins. And then hopefully we're going to a cenote nearby. Come along and join us for the adventure. So here we are walking along the entry path, and it looks like we're coming up to the ticket booth soon. Got beautiful grounds around here. These ruins are not quite as well known and not quite on the tourist destination route yet. That's one of the reasons that we came here instead of going to Chichen Itza, because we wanted to see something not everybody takes the time to see. So let's go get our ticket and let's go find the ruins.
When we talk about the name of this Mayan city, we can talk about two words. The first one, Ek, means the black color, and the second word, Balam, means jaguar, black jaguars. The first wall. This is the first protection.
So this is the outer wall of the first one. City.
And a little bit ahead we can see the second wall, a little part of the second wall. These walls had more or less 4 meters high.
How high
Each
would that be?
Could be 12 feet.
12 feet.
Yes,
okay.
High.
And now we see trees growing out of the top of it.
Now exactly, because the archaeologists restored only a small part of this wall.
This is the second wall. This is the inner wall. Because the Yucatán Peninsula is flat, they had to build walls to protect the city.
No, creo que están todos aquí adentro, no sé. Sí están allá, están descansando, como ya dieron varias vueltas. Creo que van a almorzar también. Meters high with 35 irregular steps. 35. This building has 14 rooms, bedrooms.
Oh,
Inside
wow.
some of these bedrooms, we can find or we can see the stone beds. Stone beds, because the Mayan people, the Mayans, didn't have hammocks.
Right.
They didn't have hammocks. No,
That
they
sounds-
slept on the floor or on the stone beds.
That sounds
And they
very uncomfortable.
and they used carpets. They put the carpets on the.
Now we're gonna go into one of these rooms.
This is the Mayan arch. In all Mayan cities, we can find this kind of structure or construction.
Wow.
Inside the buildings, inside the tunnels, inside the rooms, the temples, the palaces, or the tombs. We can find the same shape.
So this was one of the bedrooms in this building, which is the Observatory.
So is this?
And they did not have stone beds
That
in
wood
this
is new.
bedroom.
Yes, it's new.
That's an original structure underneath there, and all those loose stones are from the original structure. It's one of the ones that they haven't uncovered yet, but that's what they look like in their natural state when they first discovered the ruins.
These are the twin temples. Inside this one, this temple, they worship the sun god. Inside the other one, they worship the moon goddess. Sun and moon, the duality, the night and the day. These are the open eyes, the nose, the
These
open
are
mouth,
the
and the
monoliths
the sun god.
that are all
And these are the monoliths,
carved with hieroglyphics.
original monoliths.
These are all original.
This one, in this one, we can see two people represented. In this one, the first one. The second one, the second monolith, was discovered, destroyed. And this one was
So these were locker rooms, kind of changing dressing rooms for the ball players. And they have the arches that you see in the Mayan structures. Now, what would this have been for? I mean, surely it's not a fireplace or anything.
to put the cloths. Volcanic stone. They used obsidian. Do you know the obsidian?
Yes.
A black stone. They heat it, this black stone, and they put this stone inside this steam bath, and then put water with plants, and in that moment they did make the vapor or the steam.
Wow.
To use
Like eucalyptus or something like
exactly,
that.
to use to do the purification before to
Aroma.
pray. The biggest aroma.
And what did you say that was?
An altar, another altar.
Oh, another altar.
There are 3 altars for the main building. As I told you, the archaeologists found in this building the hieroglyphics, the carving stones, the royal tomb. You can see the facade of the royal tomb on the 4th floor, right there, under that big thatch roof. Here, the name of this city, Ek Balam, the black jaguar, and they wrote here the name of a one ruler or a one king. This king or this ruler was buried inside the jaguar's open mouth. On the 4th floor,
wow.
we will see the facade of the royal tomb. Ready to climb?
This is the other hieroglyphics on the other side. The building's completely symmetrical.
There are 3 sisters.
So this is the tomb where the first king is buried. And this is the open mouth of a jaguar, and he's buried in there. And there's priests on either side of this that are holding the jaguar's eyes open so the jaguar never sleeps.
Can you move over this a little bit? Yeah, right there. We can just
This low stone here, there was a wall.
There is
that was the first king's son built to protect his father's tomb, because they found over 7,000 artifacts in there, of which I'm assuming there were some very expensive things buried with the king. So they didn't want them stolen, so he built a wall around to protect. That's why this is all original. It's all the stone covered in stucco, the original color.
Not only that facade.
That huge hole there is a cistern where they kept the water. It doesn't look like it probably on this video, but it is huge. This is the 4th floor of this building. Before I get your video. Sorry I'm out of breath, but we just climbed to the top of this pyramid. This pyramid has been 50% discovered, and the back half here is the half that is yet to be restored. But this is the incredible view from up here. There's the ball court there and the observatory there. Go climb the observatory when we finish this. These are the stairs we just climbed up to get here.
Wow.
Did you see the iguanas? They kind of blend in the rocks, but they're on that right side of that top of that building. So this was in this building, the big Tallwood we just climbed. There were bedrooms, offices, all kinds of, there were 83 rooms in total here. And it was a matter of prestige to have a stone bed, like that stone slab on the wall there. Not my ideal prestigious, but whatever. There's a design on that wall right there. And this is part of the 50% that they're still uncovering and restoring. There's another dressing room for the ball court.
Fíjate, está en la historia, se volaban los aros para jugar.
were the stadiums. He said the people would sit up at the top there to watch the ball game. There would be stone hoops, circles, big, like a big solid ring, and the players would play on the grass field here, and they had to get a rubber ball through the hoop that weighed between 1 and 4. I forgot what he said the measurement was, sorry, but the width of the ball was just slightly smaller than the opening in the hoop. And we had learned at Monte Alban when we were there, and I read up on it, that if you lost the game, you lost your life. So you did not want to lose. And they could not use their head, hands, or feet. They had the ball represented something to do with the sun god, and so they weren't allowed to touch it. They had armadillo shells and turtle shells to protect their knees and elbows, and had animal skin on their shoulders. They wore feathered headdresses, and imagine playing in this Yucatán heat, playing that game. Well, it was an extremely challenging game. And we decided we're not going to go to the top of the observatory because we only have so much time to get to the cenote before it closes. And we really want to see that because this is our last opportunity to see one before we leave Mexico. So that's the observatory. Telling us that at the top, that square part up at the top, they had 2 huge square containers built, and they put water in there, and then they would read the stars by the reflection of the water. The water acted like a mirror. I think that's just incredibly ingenious. That's the end of the observatory. We just took bicycles which we haven't ridden in like over 20 years, to the cenote. And now we're going to be walking to the cenote.
Great. Get my
So we'll take you along with us to see. Oh, look at that.
right here. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Get the first glimpse along with us. And this is a cenote. Isn't that stunning? Basically a giant sinkhole. When we went to see the bees, that was a dry cenote because all the sides had fallen in and buried the water underground. And this is a rare cenote that is mostly open. Usually some of them have a whole roof with just a circular hole that lets the sunlight in. And some of them are like half covered and half sunlight. But this one's all uncovered. These are the stairs to go down to the cenote. I don't think we're going to do that. We didn't bring our bathing suits because it's been so chilly while we've been here. And we didn't know whether we'd have to go swimming or not. We're gonna walk to the other side of the cenote so we can show you the side that we were standing on. So we were standing over there where that lady is. And now we come to this side. Look at this tree roots. Isn't that incredible? They go right down into the water like that. It's amazing. gonna show off his work skills here. See how good he does. Not too shabby. Okay, we haven't ridden a bike in over 20 years, and I'm going to take this video to prove that we are indeed riding these bikes, not just taking a picture with them. So let's pray I have the skill to ride a bike and videotape at the same time. You'll find out. So obviously this is gonna be a bumpy video because, as you can see, well, the road is bumpy. So, but we are indeed riding these bikes. Hasta luego.